Keith Kaepernick? Besides the alliterative quality of our names, what do Keith Kennel and Colin Kaepernick have in common? We both sit in protest. Yeah, I know. Colin moved on to kneeling. A genius PR move that got me squarely in his corner. Work with me here. Mr. Kaepernick sat to protest social injustice, to shine a spotlight on racism in the USA, and to bring knowledge of Black Lives Matter out of the shadows and into center stage. My sitting has more to do with spotlights and the whole stage. I'm talking standing ovation inflation, the bane of my theater-going experience. I recently quipped, superlative, sincerity, no thanks, just glib. I wrote this in response to the ubiquitous nature of promotion. Every sale is the biggest, every show the best, and everywhere we are pummeled with theater companies and productions tooting their own horns as they tout their latest and greatest. Really? I thought you said your last show was the best ever! I get it. Who's going to put out PR that says our sale is mostly a come-on to get you to buy things you really don't need, had no idea that you wanted, and will likely gather dust on a shelf after a very short honeymoon period of use? And certainly, come see our show. It's pretty good. You might like it, even though it falls far short of greatness, is not the best way to compete against other forms of entertainment and the get folks in the seats game. I get it. I've played in packed 500 capacity theaters and in productions where 12% of the 50-seat space is filled. Guess which feels a whole lot better, to say nothing of the money business aspect of the equation. Hype is real, hype is head-shaking, and hype is understandable. But what about unearned standing ovations? Oy vey, what pain! The disingenuous pre-show hype is one thing, but what's up with standing ovations for really good shows that fall far short of great? Me? I just sit and clap. I've been to Broadway. I've seen many traveling Broadway productions. I've seen community theater shows of mind-boggling perfection. I have a sliding scale for my expectations as an audience member and the level of my applause, and I know I'm more inclined to gush over shows in which my friends are acting. Last night, I went to a fantastic performance of Bonnie and Clyde at the North Raleigh Arts and Creative Center. I loved the show. I believe my wife and I were the only two who remained sitting when we audience members rained down well-earned accolades. I stand by my decision to remain seated. Appreciation is subjective, and what I love you may hate, and what you find riveting may lull me to sleep. That's life. But what's with standing ovations for really good but not great? Not the best. Confounding. Every show is a gift, and every gift should be appreciated. But standing ovations for less than stellar do not show appreciation. They depreciate the value of the theater audience's highest praise. SOs for so-so shows cheapen the applause. It's clap inflation, and I want none of it. Unless it's directed at me, of course. But that's another story.